Welcome back to Second and Short. It is Wednesday, July 18th, 2023. We've got a pretty early recording. I think the earliest we've recorded an episode on the show is 10 a.m. on Tuesday. It's me and Colin. Colin, how you doing today?
Doing good, man.
Yeah, we had a solid first weekend back from the All-Star break. And then, so of course we'll be talking about that. And then we'll be talking about our MLB all first half team with the second half now getting started. Got a lot of NFL news, surprisingly. And then me and Colin both binge watched the quarterback series so that we could have all of the information we needed to do a review on this episode. We're going to be talking about the show. First off, it was fantastic. Before we even get into it, it was fantastic.
Oh yeah, dude. I loved every single episode about it, and it really gave us a good view behind daily life of a quarterback.
Oh yeah, it was amazing to watch. But other than that, we've also got a couple of a little bit of college football talk, mainly winners and losers of this season. Who are going to be the winners? Who are going to be the losers this year? And then top three, bottom three fictional sports movie characters, and we'll kind of get into the finer details when we get there. Colin, let's go ahead and start this MLB recap. I'm going to do what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. I'm going to start off with winners and losers. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and present these to you. My first winner, a tree in Kansas City. You might be wondering, what are you talking about? Well, this certain tree won a fight with MLB, reporter Jeff Passan. It resulted in Passan, in his own words, getting crushed. He clarified that he does still have use of his arms, legs, and Twitter fingers, but did suffer a broken back. But don't worry, Jeff said that he will still be firing off painkiller-fueled trade deadline bombs. Seriously, though, hopefully Jeff gets better. MLB Twitter needs him. He's kind of the king of MLB Twitter. So hopefully Jeff Passan does get better. But, yeah, that tree crushed you.
I'm just picturing that in my head. Jeff Passan getting crushed by a tree.
Yeah, he did post a picture of the tree and said that he will be making a bat out of it.
Hey, that's
So
pretty
that
cool.
is something to look forward to. And then my first loser of the week is the person that prints jerseys for the Reds, because they just called up Christian Encarnacion Strand, who now has the longest name on a jersey in MLB history. Dude, that is going to be that's the worst.
It it's almost like when they put Strange Gordon on the back of the
Yeah.
the Gordon's jersey, and it's just made an upside down U.
Have you seen the picture of Christian Encarnacion Strand's jersey?
I have not yet.
It like, look it up. It is ridiculous. It stretches past the numbers.
Oh Lord.
It is insane. But dude, imagine being the guy printing those jerseys.
Yeah,
Like setting up that whole thing. Oh my god.
that's not what you want to see. Like
My
if I'm not, like, why not? I'd be all right just saying Strand on it.
Yeah, or Encarnacion. That's been done.
Jeez, that's ugly.
Yeah, it's brutal. But my next winner, Wiz Khalifa. He threw out the first pitch at the Pirates game, and earlier in the day tweeted, "Finna get stoned as fuck and throw the first pitch at the Pirates game." Then later tweeted, "Shroomed out throwing a baseball is crazy." So shout out Wiz, because I think he's doing what a lot of people would love to do, which
That's
is
what I'm
get
saying, bro.
high and play baseball.
He's living every baseball player's dream right now.
Yeah, absolutely hilarious. I don't know about shrooms on the baseball field, but
I don't know. We can't knock it until we try it.
I guess. But I'm not planning on trying it. I'll leave that one to who was it? Fergie Jenkins throw like a perfect game or whatever, no hitter on like
Yeah,
LSD.
yeah.
Crazy. My next loser comes from the Reds again, and it's the Reds employees again. The Reds field crew. They had to lay out the tarp yesterday, and one guy got stuck inside the tarp and had to crawl, probably like almost from like the middle of the tarp, had to crawl all the way out.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's tough.
What day was that? Was that Friday?
I think it was yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Damn, that's bad start for Reds. Any Reds?
Yeah. Yeah. But luckily they can redeem themselves here. They do have a winner, and it's Ellie De La Cruz. Um, he does it again. He just keeps showing everybody that he is a once in a generation talent, and he's only been here for like a month and a half. He recorded the fastest tracked infield assist in the Statcast era, 95.9 miles per hour across the diamond.
It's literally insane,
Yeah.
and he did it effortless.
Yeah, it looked like he wasn't trying.
Like, bro, over the next decade, between the series between the Pirates and the Reds are gonna be so much fun to watch.
Yeah. I need to see Ellie get one of those like chop kind of like slow hit balls that just kind of bounces up high, and he has to like grab it and like essentially throw it straight down at the first baseman.
Oh,
He's
dude,
gonna
that
break 100.
I let's just say I'd hate to play first base.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want to catch the ball that's coming at me 100 miles an hour.
Spencer Steer is doing God's work right now.
Like they already got to hit that shit. I don't want to catch it.
Yeah.
Are you
Fuck
are you
that.
dumb?
Fuck that, dude. Um, my next loser, the New York Yankees without Aaron Judge. The offense is so bad.
Bro, it's like even when like I love watching baseball, but if I see them like on ESPN or MLB Network, bro, I just turn it off because
Yeah.
I'm rather having a better time doing anything else
Yeah.
than watching Yankees baseball.
Yeah.
Sorry, Luke, but it's just awful.
Despite Aaron Judge missing 48% of their games so far this season, Aaron Judge is the leader in RBIs for the Yankees.
See, that's just not good.
Yeah. Um, my next winner, Statcast nerds like myself. Statcast and Baseball Savant have released two new stats. That's right, new stat drop. First, Statcast base running is here. It considers where the ball is hit, the outfielder's throwing arm, the speed of the base runner, and determines an estimated success probability for taking an extra base. From that, they determine which base runners are better or worse at taking the extra base, as well as which outfielders are better or worse at preventing base runners from doing so.
Okay, I can get behind this stat.
Yeah, so a stat for base running, and the reveal, the first stat that I saw about it was that Corbin Carroll is fantastic at getting the extra base, but as an outfielder is very bad.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't have the strongest arm,
Yeah,
especially playing out there in left. But no, dude, for some of these guys with absolute cannons, I cannot wait to see like Mookie Betts, Ronald Acuna, Luis Robert, Adolis Garcia.
yeah.
Like
Wait,
I'm
well,
excited.
it'll actually be better in this second stat that they came out with, which is Statcast fielding run value. Standardizes all of the various fielding metrics on one scale. So all five of the defensive measures being range, outfield arm, catcher throwing, catcher framing, and catcher blocking are all now on the same scale of value. So you can compare their defensive contribution across any position.
Huh.
So now, like you could compare the defense of Sean Murphy with like Corbin Carroll.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's all on the same scale, which is I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think that's
I
going to be
mean,
really helpful for like understanding a defensive player's contributions without, being like, well, he doesn't get to do this because he plays this position. I
yeah,
think the
well,
only guys that are kind of screwed here are like I guess infielders because it's
yeah,
range, outfield, arm, catcher throwing, catcher framing, catcher blocking. So infield defense isn't really taken into account here, but you know, I think that kind of sits alone because nobody else does anything like that.
true.
My next loser, J.P. Sears. He became the second player in MLB history to have 100 strikeouts in a season and only have one win.
Lord,
Yeah, tough
that's
scenes
rough.
for J.P. Sears. My winners, two winners here, Chaz McCormick and C.J. Abrams. What a weird duo to get AL and NL Player of the Week.
You think they were just like, all right, we got to take somebody from these two teams,
They
and we
had
just got to
good
give
ass
it to.
stats. Chaz McCormick batted .636 with 3 home runs and a 2,188 OPS.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hating but it's definitely weird seeing C.J. Abrams' name up there. Let
Yeah,
me tell you.
he batted .462, 3 extra base hits, had a 1,385 OPS.
Yeah, I mean, he was also playing the Cardinals, so that helps.
Yeah, that's true. And then my final loser, Tim Anderson. It's now been over a year since Tim Anderson's last home run back on July 15th of 2022.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's
And
tough.
I'm seeing a lot of people like on Twitter and Reddit saying that the Braves should make him their starting shortstop come
No,
next season, and
no.
I'm good. I'm good.
I
I'd
was
rather
thinking
have
Orlando.
I'd rather have Dylan Cease.
Yeah,
Give,
yeah.
give me Dylan Cease.
If I'm getting a White Sox, I'm taking Dylan Cease.
Yeah,
Throw in Liam Hendricks.
yeah. Why not?
All right, Colin, what do you got for the MLB recap?
Well, the Braves finally lost a series
And of course, it's to the White Sox.
to the White Sox. But hey, bro, I just want to talk about fucking what's his name? Is it Jake Berger?
Yeah,
461-foot bomb off of Colby Allard. Which let me just say, Colby Allard did not have a good welcome home after the All Star break.
yeah. He did claim injury.
Yeah, but he pitched 1 2/3, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 1K over 37 pitches.
I'm certainly not letting that excuse slide by. I'm
Well,
not I'm not a Nationals fan with Steven Strasburg.
yeah,
I don't let your 2 innings pitched and then you're just like, well, my arm hurt. Doesn't fly. Not around here.
yeah, it was rough. It was a rough weekend for your boys in Atlanta, but honestly, I'm happy it happened now. So now we can get rocking and rolling
Yeah,
for the end of the season.
we got some good tough series coming up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um this one's kind of interesting. The Angels had a insane game the other day. Let me see. Which day was it though? I think it was
Was
Sunday.
it Saturday, the 13-12
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
against the Astros, winning extras?
Yeah, so they're the first team in MLB history to face a 6+ run deficit in the 7th inning or later, and then erase that deficit, then fall behind by 3+ runs, and still win the game. Yeah. So going into the bottom of the 7th, they were down
9.
9-3.
Yo.
They score 6 runs in the 7th to tie it up. And then the top of the 8th, Houston scores 2. Top of the 9th, Houston scores 1. Los Angeles brings it back, ties it up, and then wins it in the bottom of the 10th.
On an error, bro.
Yeah,
That's that's that's
absolutely
that,
insane.
that's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. But man, dude, Shohei Ohtani
Yeah,
leading the charge. I think I saw he's the first player this season to get a 35 home runs.
yeah. He's far and away the leader. I think he's the only one at 30.
Bro,
Because Matt Olson, I think, is second in home runs with 29.
jeez. 35 at this time of the year is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's like right on pace with Judge last season.
Bro, back-to-back seasons with
Record
home run
breaking.
record.
Yeah, that'd be insane. Your next thing for MLB recap.
I mean, really looking at it, like we said, we called the Yankees losers, but I mean, when you lose to a series to the Rockies, you're not feeling good.
Yeah, it's much worse than being a loser.
Like it's like when we were on here recording and the Braves lost the series to Oakland. It's just like what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
But no, if you're contending or you're trying to make that push for postseason, especially in the division that they're in, you got to win those games
Oh
against
yeah,
those bottom level teams. Like you got to win.
dude. Every
But
team in your division has 50 wins. You've got to win every game that you possibly can, and you cannot afford to lose games to the Rockies.
yeah, I mean the Yankees they have one dude batting over 255,
Yeah,
and that's Gleyber Torres at 261. 261 is their highest average.
yeah.
But the amount, let's see, they got one, two, three, four, five, six. They got six guys that are batting under 220.
Jesus, man, that is so bad.
That, like, you're not gonna win ball games if you can't even put the ball like in play.
Yeah, and my
Like,
thing with the Yankees is that everybody's saying they're gonna be buyers at the trade deadline.
I I don't know. Like, unless they like are like going for upgrades and like getting rid of like using Harrison Bader to upgrade for a package deal, or if they package
I got.
Volpe
I think you
with
could probably ship off Josh Donaldson for like some good relief pitching. Um, like I think there's a couple of moves you can make, but like I saw this list on Twitter of the things that the Yankees are seeking, and it's corner outfield, catching, starting or like starting rotation, and bullpen pitching.
yeah,
That's way too much to ask for at the trade deadline.
yeah, yeah. You're in no position to really be buying to make a push right now.
Yeah,
You need to
like
you need to think about what you're giving up to just make your team better.
yeah, because right now they're 2.5 games behind the Astros for a wild card spot. But if you're looking at their division opponents, like honestly matched up with any of their division opponents, I don't think they're winning any games except against the Red Sox.
At that point, if the series against the Red Sox will be close.
Yeah,
The
but
only
like
game that they might be for sure winning is if Garrett Cole's pitching.
yeah. So what? You're gonna win 1 out of every 5. Maybe give Carlos Rodon a couple wins as he reacclimates, but you're not getting another perfect game.
Yeah, no shot.
It's wild. Um, I do want to talk about Grayson Rodriguez. He got called
Okay.
back up by the Orioles, and he started off hot. Though it didn't go all too well after the 5th inning. His first inning today. I'm gonna just read you these numbers, and then I'll tell you what they are. 99, 99, 100, 100, 99, 100, 101, 101, 100, 101, 100, 98, 98.
Jesus, and this was yesterday against the Dodgers.
Yeah, those were all of his miles per hour, of course, in the first inning.
Jesus.
Absolutely crazy. Unfortunately, the start did not go his way after the 5th. He only had given up like 1 run through 5, but when he came out for the 6th, I think he ended up giving up 4 total.
Yeah, he gave up a grand slam to Chris Taylor.
Yeah.
Damn, Chris Taylor always coming in for those most important long shots.
Yeah, dude. Fuck Chris Taylor.
I didn't even know he was still playing, dog. I haven't heard shit about him this year.
Yeah, because he's not good.
I guess ESPN doesn't like to talk about him unless he's beating the Braves.
True. Yeah, actually, ESPN everybody only talks about Chris Taylor in the playoffs.
Yeah, but no. And one last thing, Guardians look like they're going to be a force to reckon with here in the second half of the MLB.
Yeah, they look good.
Like Josh Naylor's looking good, and Jose Ramirez not taking his foot off the gas pedal, and he's coming out strong.
Yeah, my only issue is that the Twins are kind of doing the same thing. They jumped the Guardians in the standings um, after the Guardians lost 2 games from the break. Now, I will say the Guardians, I think, are still the better team for sure, but I'm kind of scared that they might offload a couple guys. I've been seeing rumors of Bieber getting traded, so I don't know.
Yeah, if the Guardians get rid of their pitchers, yeah,
It's over.
it's wrap. It's wrap.
I think the
Because
only guys that are untouchable on that team are Jose Ramirez and Emmanuel Clase.
you think Josh Naylor is
They could trade him.
put him on the trade block? I don't know. He's now that he's reconnected with his brother.
Yeah, I don't know. You can go play
I,
for the A's. Be reconnected with your other brother.
what if they package Josh and Bo together
That
and
would be cool as hell.
send them to Cincinnati?
Yeah, Josh and Bo Naylor. Yeah, realistically, they'd get traded to like a shit team for good players, but
Yeah, but who knows? I'm excited to start seeing the trade action heat up
yeah, yeah, me too. I'm always excited for this time of year, and
because
we'll have
I'm
Jeff
really
Passan will have nothing to do but get inside information from his couch. So
exactly. I really want to see what is going to happen with Shohei Ohtani. That is the
I don't
that's
think he's going anywhere. Unfortunately, I don't think he is. And if he does, it's going to be deadline day, final seconds.
for like a massive ass package.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be the biggest trade package we've seen, even though he might go to a team that he doesn't re-sign with at the end of the season. It'll be like a
Exactly.
like a Manny Machado type move.
Just like a temporary. Let's see what you can
Yeah.
do. Help us win a championship, and then you're gone.
Yeah. I often forget that Manny Machado played for the Dodgers because he played there for like 4 months.
He knocked us out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. That's what continues to remind me.
Dude, that was the worst fucking day, like 2 days of my life, because I was at that game. I was at that game that he hit the 3-run shot and knocked us out. And then the next day was my senior field trip tour of the Braves Stadium.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck, man?
Stop bringing this back up.
I was so upset.
Yeah, I do. Before we move on to this all first half team, I do want to congratulate the Oakland Athletics because now they've kind of turned it around a little bit. Yeah, they're 25-71, not a good look, but um, they are on pace for only the sixth worst record in MLB history.
Hey, we're bringing it back.
Yeah, yeah, man. Hey, the Royals, they're only at 27 wins. They could end up being the worst this year.
Remember when I said that Oakland was going to bring it back
You
and
did.
go to the playoffs?
Okay, I don't know about that.
Yeah, we're going to scratch that and just
Okay.
we're going to cut out that they're going to the playoffs, but they're
Yeah.
just going to
Because
bring it
I
around.
was about to say, if they win out, they'll have 91 wins. That'd be a tough hill to climb. But let's move on to this MLB all first half team. We'll start. Obviously, the stats go from the beginning of the season to the All-Star break being July 9th. So we'll start in the outfield. Yeah, we'll say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Ronald Acuna
Ronald
Jr.
Acuna.
It's just insane what he has done this year.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna read these stats and try not to get a stiffy. Three,
Hey, yo.
331, 331 batting average, 408 on base percentage, a 990 OPS, WRC plus 165. He's got 4.8 WAR. He leads the league in WAR for position players. 21 home runs, 25 stolen bases. The guy is just, sorry, not 25 stolen bases, 41 stolen bases. I was reading doubles. 25 doubles, 55 RBIs. He scored 79 runs. This guy is just an anomaly.
He is absolutely terrorizing the MLB right now with what
Yeah,
he's doing.
yeah,
And it's just like, but you can put all those numbers, but the biggest thing that comes to my mind is how effective he is at the leadoff spot. Like how scary he is that he can get you with the leadoff home run on any day of the week.
yeah. It's insane that he's putting up these numbers as a leadoff hitter. Like 62 RBIs for a leadoff hitter is crazy.
That just shows you the bottom of our lineup is doing its job.
That's true.
It's getting on base.
Yeah, but Ronald Acuna has been undoubtedly the best player in the National League. I can't say the best player because Shohei Ohtani exists.
Yeah, but no, for him to also have just a 330, 331 average through that span is also really impressive with
Yeah,
just what all he does because he's not known over the past season. He hasn't been known to have a high average. He's just known for home runs, speed, defense.
Yeah, but
But now that
he's really changed his approach at the plate, it seems, because yes, he's still hitting for decent power, but his strikeout percentage is all the way down to a 12%, and his walk percentage is all the way up to a 10.8. That is the perfect spot to be in.
yeah, he's being more disciplined at the plate and really only swinging at pitches that he knows he can hit.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
he
he's fine with taking a strike here and there, which last year we definitely saw him swing at anything that was around the strike zone. But no, he's chilling right now. He's cruising to a MVP year.
All right, who's your second outfielder?
Second outfielder, so I'm gonna go Mookie Betts.
All right, yeah, I'm in the same boat. Mookie just so turned it around right there at the end of the first half.
Yeah,
Strikeout percentage is still kind of high for him. It's 16.4%, but the walk percentage is fantastic. 13.6%. Getting on base, 379. OPS at 964. Getting RBIs and runs as he does, 62 RBIs, 72 runs. He's hit a career high at the All-Star break, 26 home runs, which is just crazy for Mookie Betts to have more home runs than doubles at the All-Star break.
yeah, that's wild. Like I was just before you said it, that was gonna be the thing I point out is his home run numbers
Yeah.
with a guy like him is, and then you get him in the home run derby and he only hits 11. So but
Yeah.
no, I can just say he's seeing the ball really well right now, and the Dodgers are playing really good baseball.
Yeah, they are. And Mookie is obviously such a huge part of this team that these kind of numbers are like, those are the kind of numbers that turn your team around. When he turned around, you saw the Dodgers start surging up the National League West.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because Freddie's been doing it all year.
Yeah.
Freddie's been killing it, especially because he's in the race for MVP. But with Mookie, he was off to a slow start. JD Martinez was off to a slow start, but Freddie killing it. Those two turned around. Now they're young guys at the bottom of the lineup are starting to get hot.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the exactly what the Dodgers needed. But who's your third outfielder? Because I think this one, it's up to what you're looking for.
Exactly. So I have it between two people right now,
Okay.
um, and that's Luis Robert and Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, I was between the same two.
But I honestly just I'm gonna give it to Corbin Carroll just because of the effect to his team, in my
Okay.
opinion. So Luis is having a great year, but his team's not.
Yeah.
So he's doing things on his own right now, and Corbin Carroll's doing things to help his team win.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to go about it. I'm taking Luis personally. I just think that the way that Corbin kind of slowed down at the All Star break, or like right before the All Star break, kind of scares me.
Yeah,
And I think that the way that Luis has kind of just stayed pretty consistent and hit pretty well for power. Yeah, he's striking out a lot. He's not walking a lot, but he's also trying to do everything for this team.
yeah. I mean that's respectable, but their stats are very close. The only thing
Yeah.
that really is a big difference is home runs and stolen bases.
Yeah.
Luis Robert with 26 and Corbin Carroll with 18, and then stolen bases Corbin Carroll with 26, Luis Robert with 8.
Yeah.
But like you said earlier, Luis Robert, his walk rate is 5.8. So he's not walking a whole lot. And then his strikeout is 27.9.
Yeah.
That's high.
Yeah, no, it's really tough, but when you consider the fact that nobody else on his team can do anything,
Bro,
it
Jake
is,
Burgers.
yeah, okay, whatever. You know what I mean. This team sucks. And especially throughout the entire first half, they were really bad. Yeah, they win the series against the Braves to start off the second half. But Luis Robert was the only hope, and probably still is the only hope that the Chicago White Sox have.
Oh no, for sure. It's they have one hitter and one pitcher, and that's Dylan Cease and Luis Robert.
Yeah.
Because you can't rely on Tim Anderson for shit.
And you can't rely on Lance Lynn. as well.
Yeah, but I really like. So I'm looking at the WRC plus. Corbin Carroll's at a 145, phenomenal. Luis Robert at a 143. So both having really good seasons.
Yeah, they're
So if
both creating offense, which is the most important part of their roles.
yeah, but look, like you said, it depends on what you're looking at. But you can't knock either one because they're having phenomenal seasons.
Yeah. All right, let's move to the infield. At first base, who do you got? I feel like there's maybe two or three options, but one's pretty obvious.
Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, it's Freddie. Yeah, you could be blinded by the 29 home runs of Matt Olson, but it's got to be Freddie Freeman. The guy's got 12 stolen bases, which is just crazy. Yeah, he's striking out a little bit more than usual, 17.2%, but the walk rate at 9.8% is a perfect spot for him. And when you look at the slash line, it doesn't get much better. 320 average, 396 on base percentage, a 556 slugging. That's good for a 952 OPS. He's got a WRC plus 156, 3.8 WAR this season. He's got 61 RBIs, 72 runs. Him and Mookie, very similar run contribution to their team. He's got 17 home runs, 31 doubles like he does. And he's just been a fantastic first baseman this season and continuing to be the same Freddie Freeman that we've seen year in and year out.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, a lot of people could argue Yandy Diaz at
Yes.
first base as well because Yandy came out of nowhere, and like Ronald Acuna is doing it from the leadoff spot for Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing that kind of turned me away from Yandy Diaz was that he doesn't really contribute runs as much.
Yeah, like his RBIs are low with 43 and runs at 58.
But it
Um,
would be significantly higher if he just like batted third.
yeah, hell, even batting the two spot,
Yeah,
I feel like is a good spot. But no, but I mean, going back to Matt Olson was really struggling when he was back in the two spot.
that's true.
So when the Braves moved him back and rotated him between 4 and 5, I think that really turned around his season.
Yeah, I think that he'll have a better second half, at least when you look at like the averages.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the power goes down. Like maybe he slows down. I don't really think he will. 29 is pretty fitting for him. And, we could see him just really turn it up in the second half just because the mentality switches when you get moved down in the order.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. But one of my favorite things moving away from that is seeing how far down Pete Alonso dropped. Every podcast, we have to throw in a little Pete Alonso hate.
Yeah.
Um, so seeing him bro, they have Justin Turner better than him. That's wild because Justin Turner's old and sucks.
Yeah.
But nah, fuck you, Pete. All right, let's move on to second base
All right.
because there's some controversy here.
There is. I'm going to take Luis Arias just because it's hard to deny the averages.
Yeah, I mean, average. He like in that span, he finished the first half with a 382 average.
Yeah. And
Like that's
the guy's got more singles in the first half than most players had hits.
dude. I feel it. That's insane. And his strikeout rate 5.1%.
Yeah.
Like that is absurd. So, but also let's move away from Luis. Let's just talk about Ketel Marte's first half.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Like, what was it? He had 15 home runs, 61 runs, 44 RBIs, 6 stolen bases. His walk strikeout rates is really good for a spot where he's at. Is 10.1% walk, 17% K, and he batted a 290 average. Like for a second baseman, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the fact that he got snubbed in the All-Star game is
Yeah,
crazy.
I think he
Crazy.
kind of got screwed over by the fact that Luis Arias has insane numbers and Ozzy Albies is a Brave.
Yeah. Oh, Ozzy Albies has also put up ridiculous power numbers
Yeah.
for a second
Like
baseman.
when
Like
Ozzy's having a good year, it's going to be real hard to get more votes than him in the All-Star game just because Braves fans just thrive on voting.
they show out, bro.
Yeah.
They Like it's like what we had 8 Braves in the All-Star game.
Yep.
That's bro, but 22 home runs for Ozzy is really good for him because usually he sits around 13 to 14 in the first half, but for him to surge out here with 22, ooh, and I think if I saw correctly, 18 of them were from the left side.
Yeah, I was about to say, it seems like this season, at least in the second half of the first half of the season, so I guess the second quarter of the season, um, he really started turning it up from the left side.
Yeah, because he's known like for his right side ability. That's where he gets his most power,
Yeah.
and he sees the baseball better. But now that he's finally figuring out this switch hitting and executing from the left side, he's about to be a deadly player.
Yeah. Yeah, I could honestly, like, if Luis Arias hits any type of skid this season, I think I could willingly, by the end of the season, say that Ozzy Albies is better.
Oh, for sure. Ozzy gets that average up a little bit to like 280. We're
Yeah.
and Luis drops to hell. If Luis drops to like 340, I'll still say Ozzy Albies is having a better year.
Yeah, because Luis Arias is probably going to hit, like, at the max 10 home runs this season, and
Yeah,
Ozzy, honestly, is probably going to finish, like, mid-30s.
yeah. But hell, he's on pace to get to 40.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, with the way I had it, I had Ozzy Albies and Luis Arias for my second base
All right. And then,
because it's another thing. What are you looking for?
yeah, that's true. At third base, I'm going Jose Ramirez.
That's who I had.
Okay.
That's who I had.
It just continues to get disrespected every year because his team isn't that good. But the numbers just don't lie. Like, it's crazy. A
Yeah,
289 average, 364 on base, 870 OPS. Yeah, the OPS is a little bit lower than maybe what we want to see out of Jose Ramirez, but I can't really knock him for it. The guy's got 9 stolen bases. That's pretty solid. But to me, it's the walk and K ratio. A 10.9 walk percentage, a 9.9 K percentage. That is more than amazing.
yeah. He's the only player in single digit K percentage.
Well, Luis Arias.
No, for third
Oh,
base.
yeah, at third base? Yeah, certainly. But, he's just been phenomenal.
Yeah, the only person you can really like argue with is Josh Young.
Yeah.
Like he's having a phenomenal. He had a phenomenal first half, especially for a rookie.
Yeah, I think the argument between Josh Young and Jose Ramirez is very similar to Luis Robert and Corbin Carroll, where it's like, yeah, they're both putting up very good numbers. Yes, Josh is probably going to have more run contribution because his team's better, but Jose's kind of doing it alone and still doing very well.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But as I'm looking at this list of people, Isaac Paredes,
Yeah, dude,
WRC plus of 150.
crazy.
The next closest is Jose Ramirez at 132.
Yep,
So Isaac's doing it down there in Tampa,
he is.
but
He's just not like a big name player. It seems like nobody wants to talk about him.
yeah, because everybody wants to talk about Randy Arozarena, Shane McClanahan, Yandy Diaz.
Yeah, Wander
So he kind of
Franco.
gets overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Jose is just a very easy pick here. Yeah, Josh Young's pretty close, but I think what we've seen from Jose this season is just so good and very on pace with how good he is year after year, and nobody ever cares.
Yeah, but I'll let the fans know right now. Keep your eye on Austin Riley the second half
Yeah, he's gonna
because
turn up.
he's about to fuck this shit up.
Oh yeah. Let's move to shortstop. I feel like there's only one choice.
Let's see.
Honestly, shortstops have been so bad. Yeah, outside like especially when you're looking at qualified hitters, Bo Bichette is your only option.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a 317 average, a 346 on base percentage. His OPS is an 842. He's the only qualified shortstop with an OPS over 800, and it's an 842.
Yeah, I mean the shortstop crop this year is just awful.
Yeah, and Bo is striking out quite a bit, 18.4% in total, struck out 74 times, and then his walk rate super low, 3.7%. But he just has a good approach at the plate. He hits the ball, he puts it in play a lot, and it just works out for him.
Yeah, I mean the only other person that could slightly be talked about is Wander Franco.
Yeah, and
Like,
he really hasn't been all like that good.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you could honestly like. I didn't realize how like decent of a year Bobby Witt was putting together.
Yeah, he's been all right. He really he started off so bad that it kind of weighed him down, but he turned it up a little bit.
Yeah, like the only thing that really kills him is his runs and RBIs
Yeah.
because the Royals is the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, true. That's not their go-to. But yeah, I don't think there's much to say about the shortstop position. Let's talk catchers because this one's interesting. Because there's some guys that haven't played a lot of games that are arguably having much better seasons, and that's kind of the way I went. Because yes, there is some guys like Adley Rutschman who catches just about every game, but
Yeah.
personally, I think it's Sean Murphy.
Okay. I like that. I like that. I went Jonah Heim,
Okay.
but there is one dude I want to talk about, and that's Elias Diaz.
Yeah, man.
Killing it, killing it over there in Colorado. But
Too
it's
bad his
another one.
team sucks.
It's an yeah. I'm about to say,
Yeah.
but like, is he somebody that we see get traded at the deadline? Does he
Oh,
go to a good team?
I didn't even think about him, honestly. Like, you don't typically think about catcher moves at the deadline, but I'm trying to think of like contenders that really need catching.
I mean, if you said the Yankees trying to
That's
get a catcher,
true. Yeah, the Yankees don't
I
sleep on
mean
that. Don't sleep on
that
that move.
I could see the Angels possibly going after him.
I don't know if they're really in contention though.
The Marlins,
Maybe. Yeah, who's their catcher right now? Jacob Stallings? Is that
yeah,
still their catcher?
Jake Jacob Stallings is their catcher, so I could definitely see them get Elias Diaz
Yeah.
um, to help boost their team up a little bit. But no, Jonah Heim was my pick because, yeah, like you said, we could rave about Adley Rutschman all day, but what Jonah Heim's doing out there in Texas is insane.
Yeah, but let me talk about Sean Murphy real quick. I didn't get into the numbers.
I
Though
guess.
though he's only played 67 games, I think he has the most WAR of any catcher and the highest WRC plus. His average 306, 400 on base, 999 OPS. That's the second highest on my entire lineup, and he's got 17 home runs, 17 doubles, 55 RBIs. He scored 42 runs. He's walking 10.7% of the time, which makes up a decent amount for his 23.3% K percentage.
I like it. I like it. He needs to keep doing that.
Yeah. If he keeps this up, man. Whew.
I was about to say we haven't seen much of Darno lately, and that's just because of
Yeah.
how good Sean Murphy's playing.
Hey,
And
but don't
If Sean Murphy can stay healthy,
don't sleep on Travie.
dude, I never sleep on Travi.
He's good for a go-ahead home run a month.
Dude, he's a good two start in the DH
Yeah.
every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah. He'd probably play a better left field than Eddie Rosario.
And they gave Sam Hilliard a shot.
Yeah. Still wasn't all that great out there. But all right, it's time for the DH. Shohei Ohtani. Done. Done, dusted. It's
Show.
over.
No,
Conversation
bro.
over.
Marcelo Zuna.
Shut up, man.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, he hits his wife better than Shohei hits a baseball.
Bro, dude. WRC plus a 181.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Only guy in the first half with a qualified OPS over 1,000.
It's absurd. Dog.
Yeah, like, tell me this guy's not one of the greatest we've ever seen, because not only is he putting up the best numbers of like any hitter in the league, he's also a great pitcher.
Dude, he's
That's what bothers me. It almost infuriates me that he's allowed to be this good.
like I'm saying, dude, he's slowly becoming the best player in MLB
I don't
history.
think slowly. I don't think it's happened slowly. He is
It,
quickly becoming like almost unanimously the best
yeah,
player that we've ever watched play baseball.
it's and to see it amazes me on how good of a hitter he is because he's so lanky.
Yeah, but he just generates power so well. Like his swing is just beautiful.
It's so smooth.
Yeah, if you're a
And
left-handed hitter and you want to kind of model your swing after somebody, Shohei Ohtani has a swing that is actually like learnable.
yeah, but dude, the way he's able to get his hands inside the baseball,
Yeah,
it's jeez. And the
yeah.
dude's massive. I'm not gonna. The dude's massive. You've
Oh,
seen him with a cutoff shirt on, dude. He's
crazy.
huge.
So if you are a left-handed hitter and you want to be good, hit the gym and watch Shohei Ohtani film.
True. True.
But like the numbers just don't lie. 32 home runs, he leads the league there. 63 runs, 71 RBIs, 11 stolen bases even. He's walking 12.1% of the time, which is great. He's got 15 doubles, 6 triples. He's just an undeniable player on the field.
Yeah. And for the first half, there's only two players for a DH over 300 average, and that's Otani, and it's your guy Yoshida from the Red Sox.
Let's go. Japan. Stand up.
But no, also Jorge Soler had a phenomenal first half. The only thing down is his average at 251, which is not even that bad.
Yeah.
But he's striking out 23.3%, so that's not great. But he's got 22 home runs as well.
Yeah.
And when you think about that, Shohei has 10 more than Jorge
Crazy.
Soler,
Absolutely
who
crazy.
everyone's saying had a phenomenal first half with home runs.
Yeah.
10 more. And only, what is that? I think that's 33 more at bats than Soler.
Yeah. He's just, it's insane.
It makes me speechless
Yeah.
to think about it sometimes.
Yeah. Like there's nothing to say further
Yeah.
about Shohei Ohtani than other than that he is one of the greatest we've ever seen play baseball.
Like we're getting tickets to that Angel series, right?
We better.
Like
If we can afford it.
right after this podcast, because we're not going to be able to go to Diamondbacks. I
Yeah.
got to work.
Yeah. Whatever. Work's overrated. Skip work.
Okay.
Go see
Okay.
Zach Allen.
Hey Siri, call the boss.
All right.
The boys are rolling out.
Let's move on to the starting pitchers. We got 2 starting pitchers here because I felt like it was unfair to just do one. So your first starting pitcher.
Zach Gallen.
All right, same. And people are gonna be like, well, he doesn't have a great ERA. 3.14 is a fantastic ERA with how offensive the game has been this season. So, yes, there are guys with better ERAs. Nobody has been better than Zach Gallen.
Yeah, and listen, we're talking about this first half. He finished with 11-2 record.
I thought it was 11-4 in the first half.
Is it? Is it?
I think so. That's what I've got on Fangraphs.
Give me 1 second.
Either way, he's been phenomenal. 123.1 innings pitched in 20 starts, and he struck out 130 Ks per 9 at 949. He's only walked 26 batters. That's a 1.9 walks per 9. He's only given up 0.73 home runs per 9. Like, absolutely crazy. And then if you really want to get into just counting numbers, he's thrown 1,890 pitches, and he's thrown 1,228 strikes.
Jesus.
The guy's only thrown 662 balls this season.
Damn, son.
Yeah, absolutely insane. And his whip is on par with the guys with the low ERAs. a 1.08 whip, a 2.89 FIP. So he's doing a good job of, leaving the defense to himself. Yeah, I think it's hard to say that anybody's been better than Zach Gallen.
Yeah, I mean, you're speaking facts, man. I can't deny it. Zach Gallen's shown that he was the best pitcher
Yeah.
this season so far.
All right. What about the second guy? Because this is where you got a lot of options.
You got a lot of options. I was hesitant to pick him because he went on a little skid, but I'm going Spencer Strider.
Yeah. Yeah. I respect that pick because he is just, it doesn't matter how many runs he gives up. He's good for 10 strikeouts.
Yeah, like we saw the other day,
yeah.
he had 10 strikeouts but gave up like 6 runs.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But no, dude, he's just so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, his home runs per 9, it's over a 1. So that's really his like worst category. But when you're leading the league in strikeouts, and still putting up a 3.44 ERA, like I respect that any day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And was the first half? Was it 11-3?
I don't know. I haven't pulled up. He's not my selection personally.
I got you. But he was mine. So there you go.
All right, my guy. I'm taking Framber Valdez. He has been almost sneakily very good because there's been a lot of shine, especially in the AL, put on Garrett Cole and Eovaldi and McClanahan. But Framber Valdez has been fantastic. Yeah, the record's not great, but the Astros haven't been all that good. 7-6 record, but 18 starts, 117 innings pitched. He had 1 complete game, 129 strikeouts, so he's got a better Ks per 9 than Zach Gallen at 9.89. Walks per 9, a little bit higher, 2.15, but still not all that bad. He's given up less home runs than Gallen, a .69 home runs per 9. Pretty similar on the pitch, strike ball ratio. The whip at 1.07, fantastic. ERA, though, 2.76. It's hard to get much better than that in today's MLB.
Yeah. True.
So, shout out Framber.
Stonehead.
What?
Bro, you like the night in the museum?
Stonehenge?
Not in the museum?
Oh, Stonehenge. Okay, yeah. Like an Easter Island thing.
Yeah, he literally looks like one of those.
I gotta pull a picture.
He's a dumb, give me gum kind of looking.
I thought it was. Wait. Oh yeah, you're right. That is how it goes. Yeah, he is a very square head. I see it.
I just remember from watching the World Series and they popped up his picture and it's been in my head ever since.
Yeah.
It
looks way worse when he has his hat off.
Yeah. It's brutal.
Oh my god. No. Well, let's move on to relief pitchers now. You got one spot for closer / relief. You got one spot just for closers. I went with 2 closers personally.
Yeah, same.
All right, cool. Good. My first guy is Alexis Diaz. Yeah, I think he's
Cincinnati boy.
Very good. Another one of those young pieces for Cincinnati in 42 games this season where he hasn't been like the full-time closer. 26 saves. I think he's like top 4, maybe top 2 in the league. 40.2 innings pitched, 62 strikeouts. That's a 13.72 Ks per 9. He's only walked 19 batters. A home runs per 9 of .22, which is fantastic. If you're coming in late in the game and you're not giving up home runs, you're doing your job right. And he's just killing it. 1.03 whip. Yeah, for a relief pitcher, I'd like to see that a little bit lower. But, if you're only giving up 1 walk or hit per innings pitch, you can't really knock him for that. 1.99 ERA is great. So, shout out Alexis Diaz. Way better than his brother.
You keep taking shots left and right.
Yeah, fuck the Mets, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I took Felix Bautista
Yeah, he's insane.
and 23 saves in 39 games. And when you look at it, bro, his Ks per nine is 18.
Yeah, he's my other guy.
He's your other guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm mainly looking at that ERA,
yeah,
1.07. Wow.
yeah. It's like impossible to do better than that as a reliever.
Okay. Well, just so you know, like my other guy was David Bednar.
So yeah, that's also a great pick.
So yeah, I mean David Bednar is also his Ks per nine is 10.7, walks per nine 1.78, hit home runs per nine low like Diaz is at a 0.25 with an ERA of 1.27. So these guys are killing it when they come in late in the game. Like you said, that's their role.
Yeah,
You come in, you shut it down.
yeah. And Bednar doesn't have like the save numbers of some of these guys, but
That's just because they're not close games.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Pittsburgh does not play a lot of close games, whether they win or lose.
Yeah,
A
you're
lot of
right.
losing recently, but
Their
very
starting
well.
pitchers are awful. When you have
Yeah,
to rely on Mitch Keller to guide your starting rotation,
yeah, that's
it's
tough.
so is Pittsburgh a seller?
I think so.
Hmm.
Like they started off the season like 20-8, and then I think after that went like 21-40.
Where went? So do you think Brian Hayes is on the trade block?
Maybe
Maybe
he would be a great pickup for some teams. Um,
Yankees.
I, yeah, get rid of Josh Donaldson.
Oh yeah, Josh Donaldson's gone.
He's got to be.
Yeah,
Whether it's to a team in the MLB or not.
he's gonna go join Trevor Bauer
Nah, dude. He's
over.
gonna go play for like the Yomiuri Giants. Um, all right. I think that's gonna do it for the all MLB first half team. Let's get into some NFL news. DeAndre Hopkins signs with the Titans, 2 years, $26 million, worth up to $32 million with incentives. It's a great pickup, but it's the Titans.
I just want to say that I called it
You did.
on,
I'll
on the
give you
on the
that
pod.
credit.
I honestly like the signing.
I do too. If they had a good quarterback.
I it's so like it's hard to say, but I honestly think so. Ryan Tannehill is gonna do a decent job now that he has DeAndre Hopkins. He's gonna be able to hand it off when he wants to, and he's got a guy even in double coverage that he can get it off to. But here's the I think when Will Levis enters the game is when this Titans offense turns around.
Hopefully.
Because the Titans are known mainly on their defense. But I think this is the season that we will see the Titans explode on the offensive side.
Yeah, we'll see. Like the thing here is like they really needed DeAndre Hopkins because prior to this, you'll never guess who on the Titans had the most career receiving touchdowns.
Most career.
Yep.
So this is just in Titans offensive history.
No. On the Titans right now, who has the most receiving touchdowns in their career?
Oh, isn't it like the third string wide receiver?
Probably, but their head coach had more. As a linebacker, he was a linebacker, had more career receiving touchdowns than anybody on the Titans. Mike Vrabel. I think he scored like 12 in his career when like they'd line him up at tight end in the red zone. That's ridiculous.
Peace. I for sure hell, I would have thought Derrick Henry had more receiving touchdowns than a
Yeah.
linebacker.
Yeah.
But damn. But no, I think the Titans are going to be Titans fans should be ecstatic about this signing because it's a step in the right direction and turning their slow paced offense into an explosive offense.
Yeah. Or it'll be another one of those the Titans pick up an older wide receiver who was once very, very good and ruins him.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. There's been a couple cases, but Julio obviously being the most recent.
Yeah, man, my turf toe hurts. Let me sit out for 2 seasons.
Yeah. See how Aaron Judge feels too.
Stupid ass boy.
All right. Next one, when it comes to signings, these guys didn't. Saquon, Josh Jacobs, and Tony Pollard all did not reach a long-term deal with their respective teams and will play this season under the franchise tag. And apparently with Josh Jacobs, they were so close to getting a deal done that he was sitting in a car with Max Crosby in the parking lot of the Raiders facility, ready to sign if they agreed on something, but no deal was done.
Yeah, I saw something about that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Um, about Josh Jacobs and Max Crosby, and that I'm so surprised that Las Vegas did not offer a deal.
Well, like they offered him, but this just kind of goes to this trend around the league that we've talked about for the last couple of weeks, where running backs just aren't getting paid. And Saquon is a guy that deserves his money. Josh Jacobs is a guy that deserves his money. Maybe you could say Tony Pollard isn't yet, but you could argue that he earned his money last season. And now the Giants and the Raiders at least fucked themselves over because it looks like Saquon and Josh Jacobs won't report to training camp.
Yeah, that's the Giants and Raiders definitely just fucked themselves.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's and going back to Tony Pollard, yeah, there's the argument that there's really only one season. We need to see more before we can come to a long-term deal. But the season he put up last year as a two-way running back, like I mean two running backs split is ridiculous.
Yeah. And running backs, kind of the reaction across the league from running backs and from the media talking about running backs is crazy. Like Derrick Henry said on Twitter, at this point, just take the running back position out of the game. The ones that want to be great and work as hard as they can to give their all to an organization, it just seems like it doesn't even matter. I'm with every running back that's fighting to get what they deserve because Derrick Henry somehow only makes like $10.5 million a year.
Yeah, and that's insane because he's literally top two running backs in the league.
Yeah,
Him and McCaffrey.
yeah, it's absolutely insane that Derrick Henry makes less than like a backup wide receiver.
Like it's wow. I stand with Derrick Henry right there.
I'm standing up with all of these guys. They all
If you're
deserve to get paid.
if you're not going to pay him, take him out.
Yeah,
Use an extra wide receiver
yeah.
because what can probably Kyle Juszczyk or whatever probably makes more.
I doubt it. I wouldn't go that far. But um, Schefter did tweet that because these three didn't sign any long-term deals, the last time a running back signed a long-term contract worth $10 million or more per year was Nick Chubb in 2021, which was 716 days ago.
Jeez.
Like, come on. These
Nick,
guys need to get paid. Like, Nick Chubb is only like the third highest paid running back in the league with that deal that he got.
Nick Chubb's a dog too.
Yeah.
Like literally, he was a
Well,
dog.
that's true. But like these guys have to get paid. And this is just even crazier. Jeff Darlington tweeted, brutal as it might be, here's what one GM told me about his current take on running backs. I don't think this trend of the diminishing contracts for the position is going to end anytime soon. I'd rather draft one high and let him walk after 5 years than pay him big money.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It just seems to be the consensus. Is like if you just draft a great running back, you can get 5 years out of him and make somebody else pay him and then do it again.
That's crazy.
And the problem with this is as a team that just drafted a running back very high in the draft, if he's playing well, I hope this is not going to be the case.
I was about to say, like, if he's putting up MVP numbers and we see him walk after 5 years, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah,
Like, you're looking for guys that want to end their career with that team.
exactly.
You don't want to just say, "All right, let's see how he'll do in 5 years." with 5 years of work. Let's see what he can do. I mean, that's not how you get your Hall of Fame running backs and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Um, next thing though, just keep talking about these running backs. Just this offseason for veteran running backs, it was a tough offseason. So Joe Mixon and Aaron Jones both took pay cuts this offseason. Ezekiel Elliott, Dalvin Cook, and Leonard Fournette were all cut. Saquon, Josh Jacobs, and Tony Pollard all got franchise tagged and didn't get a deal. Austin Eckler wanted a new deal and asked for a trade and then figured out some incentives that kept him there. And then Kareem Hunt has been a free agent all offseason. It still is.
The Kareem Hunt one I could see.
I feel like he still adds value to a team.
Oh, for sure. Like there's not 32 running backs that are better than him.
Yeah.
There's just not. But I guess a lot of teams will look at his off the field issues as a
Yes.
problem.
But when you're talking football, why not pay Kareem Hunt, $8-9 million a year to come in and do his job? Like, he's gonna play better than other running backs on your team.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I want to talk about the cut. Like, yeah, I can see the Ezekiel Elliott get cut just because how he's let his body go and everything like that, and with the Cowboys wanting to move in the direction of Tony Pollard. Leonard Fournette, yeah, he's getting up there in age, but Dalvin Cook,
Yeah.
that was crazy to me because the Vikings, there's only so much time left that Kirk has. Kirk wants the best at every position because he's trying to get that Lombardi trophy.
Yeah. He's got a
But
cutout in his wall.
hey, I wasn't trying to say I wasn't trying to say that. We'll talk about that later. All right, we'll talk about that later. But no, like it's the running backs are getting shafted right now, and
yeah.
that's not good for teams. Like that's not a good look because now when you look at the running backs that are coming to the draft, they're like, "Oh, I got drafted by this team, but I'm gonna be gone in 5 years."
Yeah.
Like that's not what you want.
Yeah.
You want guys that get drafted, they feel like they're at home, and they stay there for the rest of their career.
Yeah, I have a feeling that that's something that just won't happen anymore, which sucks.
Which is dumb.
Yeah, it is. But let's move on. There was a guy that got a franchise tag and did get a deal. Evan Ingram. It took all the way up until the deadline, but him and the Jags agree on a 3-year, $42.5 million deal. How the fuck is Evan Ingram getting paid more than these running backs?
I couldn't tell you, man. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a tight end and really makes that Jacksonville offense deadly. But no, you're not
Crazy.
gonna. I'm speechless.
Yeah, crazy bullshit. Next one though, another guy got paid, Quinnen Williams, and he fucking deserved it. He got paid.
Go.
4-year deal, $96 million. Now this is crazy. He's the first Jets player selected in round 1 to sign a second contract with the organization since Muhammad Wilkerson, who got picked in 2011.
Yeah.
No other Jets player selected in the first round from 2012 to 2018 has signed a second contract with the team.
Yeah, because before then they were just drafting quarterbacks that couldn't do shit.
Exactly.
But no, I'm happy for him, bro. Big Dog deserves it. Deserves every single cent of that money.
Yeah, that man's a monster. Let's talk about something that I can't get behind it. Sorry. Miles Sanders said that Andy Dalton is a future Hall of Famer.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, is he on those shrooms that fucking
Wiz is on?
Yeah. Like what are we
Dude,
doing?
nah, he's tripping sack saying this shit, bro.
You think Big Red's a future Hall of Famer?
Hell nah, bro. TCU
Bro,
Hall of Fame?
what? What did he win like one playoff game?
Probably, yeah.
I think he won one playoff game.
Oh yeah, with the Bengals, they won
Yeah,
that like one game in the play. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah. I think it was against the Steelers.
Yeah, it was the game where they ruined Antonio Brown. Vontae's perfect ended his career.
Dude, you think he still claims that he's the reason for the downfall of AB?
Honestly, I would if I was him.
Like that's just holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, Andy Dalton is just not a future Hall of Famer in just about anything but TCU.
Yeah, he can go sit next to Marcus Mariota in the NFL Hall of Fame in the waiting room.
Yeah, I was about to say they'd just be chilling. But
Yeah.
the next thing Miles Sanders said was actually pretty good. He was talking about Bryce Young, probably his actual quarterback this season. Said he's cocky in a humble way, the humblest way. He knows who he is, and I think we're in good hands.
Hey, let's go.
That's what you need, man. A glowing review
I
about
was about
Bryce
to
Young.
say that's what you want about your rookie QBs.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That,
I don't know if I included in here. No, I didn't. But I did hear some good things about CJ Stroud as well. I think Laramie Tunsil came out and said that, like, the second CJ Stroud walked in the door, he has just been a very vocal leader. And he said that that's what the team needs. So good things. I'm hearing good things about these rookie quarterbacks.
sorry, Davis Mills, your time in the NFL
Yeah.
has come to
Sorry,
an
man.
end.
You can take your long ass neck and go home.
Oh, what a
All right.
goofy
Let's
goober.
talk about these fucking quarterback rankings ESPN put out. Executives, scouts, and players selected this, and this is the list they came up with. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Cool. Number 2, Burrow. Fine.
Cool,
Josh Allen at 3. Cool.
cool.
Aaron Rodgers at 4.
Needs to be lower.
In the year of our Lord 2023, you're going to
Needs
say
to,
Aaron Rodgers is number 4.
we haven't even seen him with his new team.
Yeah,
And
and
the last season he put up with the Packers was awful.
exactly. But
So, but it's Aaron Rodgers.
yeah, I'll give that to him because, yes, these execs, coaches, scouts, and everybody, they've seen Aaron Rodgers a lot more than any of the other quarterbacks on this list.
Yeah.
And they know what he's capable of. They've seen what he can do. I get it. He's not better than – honestly, okay, if you heard those top 4, you would expect number 5 to be Jalen Hurts. It's not. It's Justin Herbert.
Crazy.
Yeah. Which, look, I love Justin Herbert. I'm high on the Chargers this season. He's not better than Jalen Hurts, who's at 6.
No.
And Aaron Rodgers sure as hell isn't.
Jalen Hurts definitely needs to be sitting in that 4 spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you could argue him at 3 over Josh Allen.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? So here's my top 5. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, are we ready? Are we ready for Trevor to be top 5?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like Herbert has a claim to the spot. Lamar has a claim to that spot.
Trevor Lawrence this year is about to show you why he's in the top 5 for QBs.
All right. Well, I think Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson are going to have something to say about it.
That's fine.
We'll
Go
see.
ahead.
But to continue this list, Lamar comes in at 7, which is egregious, I think. Trevor comes in at 8, which is also egregious. Dak Prescott comes in at 9. What? And Matthew Stafford's at 10?
Matthew Stafford should not be on the list.
No.
As you can see right now, he's not even in a jersey.
Yeah, dude, they got him on the sidelines.
He's in a hoodie.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What is
Disrespected the fuck out of Kirk Cousins.
that? Right? Like, how are you going to do
Crazy.
Kirk like that?
Yeah.
Especially with how good his year was last year.
Exactly. You're disrespecting fucking. Honestly, you're disrespecting a lot of guys. Realistically, you're by putting Matthew Stafford at 10, you're disrespecting Kirk Cousins. You're disrespecting even Tua, Daniel Jones, even.
Yeah, dude. Hell, I would put Derek Carr and fucking Jared Goff over Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. Yo, wait, hold up. I'm about to say something. You tell me if this is out of pocket. Is Derek Carr better than Matthew Stafford?
I believe so.
Okay. Okay. Because I feel like they play the exact same game.
Yeah, but I think Derek Carr does it better.
All right. I just had to test the waters there. But yeah, I think you're disrespecting a lot of quarterbacks putting Matthew Stafford there. And also Dak Prescott last season especially, not better than Kirk Cousins.
Exactly, bro. Like, he led the league in interceptions, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's my fantasy
Crazy.
QB right there.
Crazy. But since we're talking about Kirk Cousins, let's talk about quarterback.
Let's go. I've been waiting all the podcast to talk about this.
It was so goddamn good from the first second to the last.
So good, dog.
Yeah.
So
And
good.
like, look, if you're going to show me behind the scenes of the NFL, they could have picked anybody and I would have been like, this is amazing.
Yeah. But you know one of my favorite parts about it is that in Patrick Mahomes' life, they did not let Jackson Mahomes speak one word.
Yeah, they did a good job of keeping him out of there. I think we only saw him a couple times.
Yeah, and it was like at the games and stuff like that and
Yeah.
flying. But no, dude, but one of my favorite things was watching the relationship between Kevin O'Connell and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, me too. I think that was a very good storyline that like didn't get like a ton of shine, but you saw it throughout the entire series.
Yeah. And dude, what a character Kirk Cousins is.
Yeah, dude, I got to say Kirk Cousins comes off he gets the most out of that documentary. He comes off as the coolest guy.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Like we all know that Patrick Mahomes is a crazy good quarterback. He takes care of his body, you know, very big importance on family and all that stuff. Kirk Cousins is just an angel.
Yeah, and Patrick Mahomes is cocky as fuck with a big ego.
Yeah, but I think for good reason.
Yeah, he backs it up.
But like Kirk, like we saw a side of Kirk Cousins that you don't get to see from many quarterbacks.
Yeah, dude, he's such a family first kind of guy too, which
Yeah.
is awesome to look at. Like he saw Adam Thielen bring his son into the locker room, so he went out, grabbed Cooper, was like, "I'm gonna bring my son in here. We're gonna create some memories."
Yeah.
Like making him a plate to eat in there,
Yeah.
and having a good time.
You know how cool it'd be if Kirk Cousins was your dad?
Oh, dude, Hoyt ain't got the drip like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, dude. Kirk obviously came off the best. I feel like they kind of fucked over Marcus Mariota a little bit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They showed the perfect clips to describe his season.
Yes, that's true.
They showed how beginning of the season him and Arthur were like salt and pepper.
Yeah.
On the field. Was losing very close games on Marcus's mistakes. And then showed him.
I think you were looking for oil and vinegar.
Yeah,
Or
maybe.
sorry,
Yes.
oil and water.
Yeah.
Not salt and pepper.
I don't know why I said salt and pepper. I was just
Because those complement each other.
Yeah.
Oil and water don't mix.
But
I get what you're going with.
Yeah, and then it shows him starting to get it back. He's feeling comfortable, but then he just goes on that skid of losing like four straight, and they go with Desmond Ritter. Marcus Mariota just did what was best for him. And I think Atlanta fans need to watch quarterback to really see that, because Atlanta fans think that Marcus Mariota just did because he didn't get the starting spot.
Yeah, which I think they almost, in this documentary, kind of painted him that way.
Yeah, they tried to paint him like the bad guy, but really he just wanted to go get his knee fixed.
Yeah, I did like from like the standpoint of watching the show and like following the storylines. I kind of liked how like I think episode 6 is when Marcus leaves the team, and that kind of concludes his story for the most part.
Yeah.
And then he's just not in episode 7 because that's the playoffs essentially. And then when Kirk gets knocked out of the playoffs in episode 7, episode 8 essentially becomes Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship and Super Bowl, which I think is a fantastic way to kind of do that, like pace the show. And then yeah, we get Kirk at the NFL awards, um, and like some of the concluding parts of his story, and we get the conclusion of Marcus Mariota's story when he's in Hawaii on the beach. Like that was really cool. But I loved the way that they paced this show.
Yeah, and I also think it's crazy that Kirk didn't get an invite till last minute to the NFL honors.
Insane.
Like what?
Insane.
And that Kevin O'Connell wasn't up for Coach of the Year,
Yeah.
brother. Kevin O'Connell was like a really, really cool guy.
Yeah, he is. I liked him and Kirk's dynamic because they were like easily on the same page when it was like they were both willing to own up to a mistake, and they were also both willing to call each other out just as much.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like when Kirk audibled that QB sneak
And didn't get in.
and Kevin O'Connell's like, I was gonna call a timeout. Why did you do that? Like
Yeah.
they were on the same page a lot, but when they weren't, they were both willing to like be like, okay, like good job calling that, or like you shouldn't have done that. I had a plan.
Yeah, but watching like the sideline reactions to that Bills and Vikings game.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like
Crazy.
overall, overarching of this entire thing, I think Kirk like really won over some people.
Oh yeah. But also I didn't realize how big of a rivalry the Raiders Chiefs were.
Yeah. Yeah, like I know that like it's a long a history of rivalry there, but like yeah, the Max Crosby and Patrick Mahomes thing is crazy because like in both games, we see both of those games and we see them get into it in both of them, but at the end of the game, Pat's like, "Ah, man, you know I love you," like all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's
But dude,
cool to
it's just
see like the competitor on the field and then
yeah.
like the human being after the game.
And I'm just sitting here like the first game at Arrowhead against the Raiders, and Max Crosby just punches Mahomes in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And then fucking Mahomes is like, you just woke me the fuck up.
I think he said you fucked with the wrong guy or something. Like,
He's like,
hilarious.
yeah, it was something about like, or you woke up the wrong guy.
Yeah.
And then he's just yelling. He's just like, that's fucking me. That's fucking me.
Yeah. It was a phenomenal series. And I kind of hope they go with quarterbacks again and do another season of this for next year. Because I think this is perfect. This comes out kind of like right before training camp's going to start. And
Oh
then
yeah,
like beginning of August, we get Hard Knocks. I think
bro.
it lines up perfectly.
Patrick Mahomes is about to get so clowned at training camp.
Oh, yeah.
And so is Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
But no,
I do think that Patrick Mahomes did come off kind of like an asshole in that
he
series.
he did. But he showed his love for his family.
Yeah.
You know, his daughter,
His annoying ass wife.
his Brittany ugly ass Mahomes, whatever.
Bruh. I don't like her, man. She's annoying.
I hate the whole family besides Patrick's mom and dad, and then Patrick
Oh, and the kid.
and the two kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bronze and Sterling.
Yep.
Bronze is a funny ass name.
It is.
But no,
Well, I
hey,
think
yo,
that's
great.
like the nickname, right? Because
Yeah,
it's
it's Patrick
Patrick
Mahomes
Mahomes
the
the
third.
third. Yeah.
Yeah,
But third place bronze.
yeah. Hear me out. So they do the quarterback again.
Yeah.
They take the 3 rookie QBs.
I think that'd be interesting, but I like the idea of like this guy's the
really?
best, this guy's the average, this guy's like the lower tier.
Yeah. Do you think they would do another season of the same 3?
No. Like we'd see the same shit over and over again. They'd be like, okay, Kirk takes his Tuesday off and hangs out with his kids. Patrick works out in the facility with his personal trainer after practice, and Marcus Mariota fucks off and is the backup quarterback in Philly. Like that wouldn't be fun. But I think we maybe see like I think a good one would be
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow would be interesting because I don't think we don't see a lot of him outside of the field.
Yeah, so I would take either Joe Burrow or Josh Allen.
Yeah, And then I think my like second tier would either be Dak or Tua.
Yeah,
And then my low tier, I'm thinking like Geno Smith.
Geno Smith would be a good one.
Yeah, Geno or Kyler
I'll
Murray
yeah, Kyler. Struggling on injury.
or Baker.
I feel like Baker would be funny as fuck.
Yeah. He would definitely be
Um,
so entertaining.
there's just a lot of QBs I want to see now. Like I would love to see like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Hell, I'd love to see Justin Herbert.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of guys that I'd like to see.
They need to
But
keep this going.
yeah, this is something that has to continue. But to kind of conclude this conversation, if Netflix were to make another, docu-series about a positional group like quarterback, what position group would you like to see and who are the three players?
So one, I have two. One I think would be funny, and one I think would be really interesting. I would love to see like a defensive end
Yeah.
one, and I would love to see what the funny one would be like a kicker
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, like
Like
kicker or punter.
yeah, like you throw in like Harrison Butker
Yeah.
or
Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker and Younghoe Koo.
Yeah.
But no, for defensive end is probably the one I would really like to see.
Yeah, I think that would be good. Who would the three defensive ends be?
So I want to see Micah Parsons.
Okay. So like edge rusher,
Yeah,
essentially.
edge
Yeah.
rusher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, do we like? Can it be like just three really good guys that I want
Yeah,
to
it
see?
can.
Because you could also see fucking Bosa, either of the Bosa brothers,
Yeah.
and fuck the last one.
I'd probably go for like a young
Oh,
guy.
yeah,
Like a
Aiden Hutchinson,
Tyree Wilson.
Tyree
Aiden
Wilson, or
Hutchinson, yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson would be a good one to watch
Yeah.
because he's playing in his hometown.
Yeah. It's crazy. He's never played football for a team that isn't in Michigan. That's insane. But yeah, I like defensive end. I like wide receiver. Wide receiver would be great.
Yeah, it's just there's so many wide receivers.
Yeah, but that kind of allows you to have like a very big like top tier, mid tier, bottom tier, like Devontae Adams, and then you do like maybe like Alan Lazard is kind of like a second tier kind of guy. Maybe like Mecole Hardman would be a good second tier kind of guy. But then like you go for like maybe either like an older guy or just like a guy that a lot of people don't know. Like
Scotty Miller.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, give me Scotty
Or
Miller.
like
But
Braxton Berrios.
yeah, but dude, hit me with a Justin Jefferson, and then hit me. Oh, dude, it's all right, here's my prime setup: Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, and uh, Mecole Hardman. I like that. I like that three.
Yeah, me too.
Or you can even throw Adam Thielen into one of the mix. Like, give us a wide receiver aspect from the Vikings.
Yeah. I think another good one would be head coaches.
Yeah,
Give me like Kyle Shanahan, Andy Reid, and like I don't even like somebody that's a little bit newer to the league.
yeah. Well, fucking
Even
I
Arthur
know.
Smith, a little bit
Yeah,
newer head coach.
yeah. But I want him to go away from like the Chiefs, even though, like I said, like Mecole Hardman and
Well, Mecole Hardman's on the Jets.
yeah, I knew that now, but like we would like go back. It's weird, but I definitely want them to keep this up because
Yeah,
I
was
had a lot of
fantastic.
fun watching it. I watched it in 2 days.
Yeah, me too. I watched. I think I watched like 2 or 3 episodes the first night, and then I watched the rest of them the next day.
Same.
Yeah.
I got off work, I came upstairs, did some homework, and just watched quarterback.
Yeah, it was so good. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. It's called Quarterback, of course. And you have to watch it. Even if you don't watch the NFL, you have to watch it. It's fantastic.
If you're just a fan of football
Yeah,
in general, watch it. Hell, even if you're not, if you're any athlete, any kind of athlete that just has wants an idea of what it's like to play at the pro level,
Mm-hmm.
go take a look at it.
Yeah. Also, no free ads and fuck Netflix for stopping password sharing.
Yes.
Because I had to watch
Yeah.
the whole thing on my phone because I can't watch it on my TV anymore.
Whose account were you watching on your TV?
My aunts.
Ah, I
uh,
got you.
let's get into some winners and losers of college football this season.
All right,
And
let
this
me
can
get
be players, teams, conferences, fans, media members, like literally anyone involved in college football. Just give off some winners and losers.
the first one. We're going with fans or viewers of FSU LSU.
Yeah, that's a winner.
That's a winner right there because that is going to be a great fucking game.
Yeah, that's a college football playoff preview.
Yeah, sir.
Let's see. I'm thinking like the let's go the guys that don't like the fans that do not like conference realignment. This season, they're going to see what happens in the Big 12 and they're going to be like, "Okay, I kind of like this." Like they're going to realize that moving some teams around is going to make college football better.
Yeah, I feel it.
All right, let's do a loser now.
All right. Are you ready for mine? Because I think you're going to be impressed by it.
Okay, cuz we might be thinking the same thing.
Alabama football.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat.
Alabama football is going to be a loser until we find us a quarterback.
Yeah.
So, and going back to when they had the fucking rankings, what the fuck is going on with Alabama at 2?
It's crazy.
It's just no fucking way.
Absolutely insane. My first loser, anybody that has to face Quinshon Judkins. Because that guy is a baller.
Yeah.
Like, that man could realistically average like 150 yards per game.
Yeah.
He is
The
insane.
dude's a monster. Dude's an absolute monster.
Yeah.
And he's already like one step away from being NFL ready.
Yeah, like I want to say defensive lines are going to have a hard time with him, but he's going to be past them easily. It's going to be like free safeties that are going to have a hard time with Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah. All right.
Winner.
We're doing a winner now?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go Georgia football.
Okay. Interesting.
Just because they stay winning.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hold off on Georgia football right now, but my winner is gonna be fans of the Pac-12.
Yeah,
I think the Pac-12 is. I think really just conferences. The whole Pac-12 as a conference is gonna be a winner this coming season. I think we're gonna see great football over there. Obviously, USC. We're going to see Washington again with Michael Penix. I think Oregon's going to be good. I think Utah will be good. Maybe Oregon State is good with DJ. Who knows? But I think we're going to see some great football in the Pac-12 this year.
yeah. I'm excited to see because this is a big year for Bo Nix.
Yeah, it is. It's a big year for the conference. This is the last year you have USC and UCLA. So you really got to have your other teams cement themselves pretty well.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, losers.
All right, and that's whoever put Texas at 5 in the ranking.
Yep. Yeah,
He's
you're a loser.
Loser. Because
you're gonna feel real dumb like 2 weeks into the season
when they lose 30-0 in both their games.
Yeah.
But no, dude, the fact that you put Texas at 5 when Bijan was the other one putting numbers on the board, like you're having a lot of faith in Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think I'm gonna take Georgia football as a loser.
Really?
Yeah, because they're officially getting the Alabama treatment. That's how it's gonna go. So now it's expected of you every single year to be the best team in football and win the national championship. And if you can't live up to that year after year, they're just going to condemn you. Like, they are going to kill you every year.
Welcome to the club, brother.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, Georgia fans are in for a rude awakening if they're not ready for it.
Yeah, like the best thing Georgia's got going for them right now is that they have Kirby Smart, who has been in that situation before
Yeah,
of the pressure. So if anybody knows how to take that pressure away from the players, it's Kirby.
yeah, and also like what makes it harder is that okay, last year you guys were the defending national champions, so people want to beat you. Now you've done it 2 years in a row. Every single person in college football is out to get you.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
it makes it that much harder.
they're the new dynasty.
They are.
So whoever's have they announced who's going to be starter?
I have a feeling it's Carson Beck. It seems that way.
Okay, well, Carson Beck better lock in because
Yeah.
it's going to be a rough season this fall.
Yeah, we'll see. Or it'll be great. There's no
Yeah,
telling.
but he's about to be getting hit left and right because
Yes,
people are coming to kill him.
for sure. All right, one more winner.
Oh, dude, I wasn't ready for this.
I put on the list 3 winners, 3 losers.
Did I not do 3 winners already?
No.
Crazy. All right, winner right here, and that's going to be the fans up at Rocky Top.
Okay.
So hear me out. If we see a down year this year in Alabama and in Georgia, we can easily see LSU and Tennessee take over the SEC this year.
Yeah.
So I think the fans at Rocky Top will be winners.
Okay. I like that.
Yes, sir.
I think group of 5. The group of 5 schools are going to be winners this year. We saw Tulane last year when they were very good, but they lost some of their big guns. They lost UCF, they lost BYU, Houston, Cincinnati, all to the Big 12. But they still got some dogs down there, man.
Yeah.
You still got to watch out for some of those group of 5. So I think the group of 5 is going to have a big season this year. Maybe a little more realignment coming up soon.
Yes, sir. But let's see if Tulane can't repeat their season
Yeah, but actually get respected by the media.
and get into the playoffs.
maybe next year with the 12 team, but we'll see. All right, our last losers.
All right, you go first.
What? We're gonna flip the whole thing on me right now?
Yep, go first.
Um,
Yeah.
dude, you got me on the spot now.
All right, fine. I'll go.
All right, good.
And that's the University of Miami. Just in general. They're
Agreed.
all their sports teams, losers.
Yep.
But college football mainly, loser. You are now the third best team in the state.
I don't know. They're probably gonna be better than Florida this year.
I don't think so.
I think they will.
I don't think so.
Graham Mertz is their starting quarterback.
Unless they get the Cavender twins at the wideout position, they're not good.
I was about to say something.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nope.
Say.
Nope.
Say.
I'm gonna move on to my last loser, and it's South Carolina fans. You guys are fucking delusional. I got a text from Brock. And he goes, "Have you seen what South Carolina fans have been predicting their record to be?" And I was like, "No, but I'm sure it's bad." He goes, 10 or 11 wins.
Yeah, my ass.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. You guys are losing it. You're losing week 1 versus North Carolina. You're losing week 3 at Georgia. You might win against Mississippi State week 4. You're definitely losing to Tennessee in week 5. So you're starting off either 1-3, or sorry, you're starting off either 1-4 or 2-3. Not on pace for 10 wins, but yeah, you're probably going to beat Florida and Missouri. Texas A&M might give you a run for your money. You might lose to Vanderbilt even. You're going to lose to Clemson final week of the season. In Kentucky, it's up in the air. Devin Leary, we don't know what's going to happen. I think you guys are lucky to get 8.
Respectable.
Because if you were to win 10 games, That means the only two teams this season that you would lose to are Georgia and Tennessee.
Bro, Drake May is literally about to shit all over them.
Yeah, Drake May is going to shit down their throats, and fucking Cade Klubnik is going to fuck them.
Hey, don't forget about AJ Swan. AJ Swan's
Yeah.
gonna terrorize that defense.
Yeah, people think he's going to the NFL. Like, you
Yeah,
guys are delusional. You lost so many players to the transfer portal. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Nah. You people in Columbia, settle down.
Yeah.
Sit tight, because it's gonna be a rough ride for the next couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with Texas and Oklahoma come in. They might want to reclass the ACC.
Maybe. We'll see. But that's going to do it for the winners and losers of college football this season. It's time for a top three, bottom three fictional sports movie characters. So it can't be, obviously, it can't be like Chadwick Boseman playing Jackie Robinson in 42. That can't
Yeah.
be one of your characters, but it can be from a movie that's based on a true story, but it's not like a biopic style. So, for example, you could pick like a character from Remember the Titans.
Okay. So it's like you can't. So you can't do a player that was like a real life
Yes.
copy.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm ready to get going.
All right. Well, you got the first pick on the top, so it's all you.
Give me Bobby Boucher from The
Ah,
Water Boy.
damn. Oh man. All right.
That's just a classic, man.
Yeah.
That's like a best 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a point there. Fuck. Um I'm going to
What was that your number one?
Yeah, it was. You really threw me off. I think I'm going to go with a person that as a young boy I aspired to be, Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Oh,
He was just the coolest.
okay. Now hear me out. I had his catcher
Oh,
in my top,
okay.
Cam Porter.
Is that's your pick? Number 2?
That's my number two, baby.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to go give me Jesus Shuttlesworth from He Got Game. Ray Allen, bro.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready for me?
Yeah.
Give me Henry Rowan Gardner from Rookie of the Year.
Mm, that's a good one.
Yes, sir. Bro, these movies were essential to me growing up.
All right, I'm between two. One is a funnier pick than the other. I might have to go that way.
Okay.
Give me Happy Gilmore.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's a classic. He fell in the draft. Let's be honest. He
yeah,
fell.
you did.
I definitely should have taken him at 2. That when he was still on the board. You know, I went with a weaker side. Ham Porter could have got Ham later.
Yeah,
It's it was a rough draft for your boy, but I think Bobby Boucher is going to carry. All right,
fair
because
enough.
the opposing team's going to be talking about his mama, and that water sucks.
Yeah.
And I got Vicky Valancourt up in the stands.
All right, honorable mentions on the top 3. Obviously, there's a ton. Just give me a couple if you got them.
All right, Coach Buttermaker
Mm,
from Bad News Bears.
good stuff. Jackie Moon
Okay,
from
I
Semi
thought
Pro.
I thought about it. Also, Rick Vaughn, Major League.
I'm sticking with Will Ferrell, Ricky Bobby.
Dude, my next one was Cal Naughton Jr.
Yes, sir.
Magic Man.
um. Oh man, there's so many good ones. Oh, Rocky.
Yeah,
How did that one fall?
yeah. Like you could go Apollo Creed.
Yeah, yeah,
Like there's a lot of people that you
yeah.
could go with.
There
But
is.
let's go to the bottom.
All right, bottom. Oh man. Trying to think. Like there's some bad fuck it. Give me Scooter McGavin. Fuck that
Yeah.
guy. Fuck Scooter McGavin. I'm sticking
All
with the
right.
Happy Gilmore stuff.
Give me White Goodman from Dodgeball.
Oh, that is good.
Fucking hate that guy.
Yeah. Um. Oh shit. I can't remember what the fucking movie's called. Um. Oh, what the hell? It's the Matt LeBlanc from Friends, and he plays baseball with a monkey.
Oh shit.
What is the? Oh, Ed. Yeah,
Ed.
Ed. It's it's obviously Matt LeBlanc's character. He fucking sucked, dude. Deuce Cooper from Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh wait, hold
all
up.
right.
Honorable mention on the top, Ed.
Yeah. All right. My next bottom is John Gerard from Ricky Bobby.
Oh, you fucker. I was gonna take that.
You Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I can't think of my last one.
You got it.
Um.
I believe in you.
Oh, dude, I'm absolutely blanking. Why? Why can I not think of his name? You gotta give me a second. I feel like an idiot right now. I just
Oh, dude,
can't.
you're good, man. You're just a fake sports fan.
No. Oh my god. Okay. Um. Oh my god. I can't think right now.
Bro,
Jesus
just
Christ.
just say it. What
I
movie is it
literally.
from?
It's the fucking the kid in Karate Kid. That's the other side. What is his name?
Johnny Lawrence?
Yeah. Oh my god. Could not think of it.
Bro, you don't like Johnny Lawrence?
No. Fuck him.
You watch Cobra Kai?
No. I don't care. Talk about movies, not TV for
Fine.
teenagers.
Sorry. All right, my last one. Give me Kit Keller from A League of Their Own.
Okay. Yeah.
The little sister. God, she's annoying as fuck.
Yeah. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, we probably should have just done top 5 instead of top 3, bottom 3.
Yeah.
But it's too late now. We already
It's too
did it.
late. It's too late.
Yeah.
Any
If my
honorable
brain
mentions
was
for the
if
bottom?
my brain was functioning, that would have gone
Yeah.
way smoother. But I think that was a solid draft there.
Any honorable mentions for the bottom?
Yeah. And this one's not even a fictional one. I just want to bring this up because he's the worst. Is Jason Giambi? Or no, not Jay. Is it Jason or is it his
You
brother?
talking about his brother?
Yeah. Wait, what's his brother's name? John.
Oh,
Oh my
dude.
god.
Hold on. Hold on.
I feel
Jeremy.
like Jeremy Giambi. Fuck him. It's
Yeah.
not nonfiction, but fuck him.
Yeah. So you ever seen the movie Little Giants?
Yeah.
The head coach for the Giants. Or not for that Cowboys team, Kevin O'Shea.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Yeah. Also, I hate anybody that says that Forrest Gump is a good athlete. I don't give a fuck about the one scene, or like the 2 scenes where he's playing football for Alabama. I don't care.
Yeah, so that's an honorable mention for loser or like the bottom 3.
Yeah.
People who think Forrest Gump was an
Yeah.
athlete.
Yeah. Fuck out of here, bro. He's a soldier first.
But we could do like an honorable mention if we do like a real team, bro. Give me McFarland.
Yeah.
USA.
Yeah.
That shit, those gas.
Maybe we'll run that next time. We'll do top 3, bottom 3, but just the real, like the nonfiction, like biopic sports movies. Not characters, just the movie.
I like that. I like that.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. I think this was a fantastic episode. Great conversations. And Colin, as much as I appreciate you coming on with us, I also appreciate you that's listening right now. Yep, you that's listening to me in your car. I know you're in the car. Don't crash. But what you should do when you're done driving is follow us on all of our social media. Give this podcast 5-star review on Spotify and Apple. Subscribe on YouTube. Leave a comment about something you hated about this podcast. And give it a like as well.
And it's okay if the thing you hated was the main host.
Yeah,
It's
if
okay.
you hate me, let me know. Nothing's going to change because I make the decisions.
We can replace Grayson.
No, you can't.
Maybe we'll do an episode where it's just me and Luke.
I'd love to see you try and use Adobe Audition.
I said Luke will take care of that.
I'd love to see him do it.
You can be here.
I run it all.
You can be here, but you're just gonna have your mic muted the whole time.
Okay.
Me and Luke will talk.
We can do that.
Maybe not.
No, we can make that happen.
Oh God.
We could definitely make that happen. You don't know what you just wished for, brother.
I'm scared. All I know is that if that happens, feel free to not tune into that episode.
No, we need the most viewers we've ever had on that one. All right, guys, look forward to it. Luke and Colin on an episode by themselves. I will simply just be in the back, not talking, just producing the episode.
Just laughing because you see how bad it is.
Nah, I think it'd be fine. You guys would do a good job.
It'd be funny, bro. That'd be the funny episode.
It would. But nonetheless, we're going to get out of here. Yeah, with that being said, I will see y'all later this week. I believe Colin will be back next week. So, yeah, we'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Later.